Okay, chat, the most hated game dev of all time, apparently. Ooh, look at these down dudes. You think these are all Neil Druckmann accounts?
The year's 2025 and the gaming world is at war. On one side, the general public, who doesn't get what the big deal is.
If there truly are people that are dropping off of the show, they're cowards. They didn't.
You don't like my shitty burger at a restaurant? You're a coward. What? In what universe?
Like strong women, they don't like a lesbian.
And on the other side.
Oh my god, was that Is that Pyrocynical, whatever his name is? Is that who that was? They don't like strong women? Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, it's Jacksepticeye. I was like, what? It looked like that was Jack. Dude, he's changed, man.
Gamers.
Well, the attacks on gamers are just beginning.
The wokest episode in television history.
At the center stands Neil Druckmann.
And all I'll say is at the end of the day, you're way less important. And some of you are not important at all.
How can you say that about the audience that gives you money? I just still never understand that. It seems like such a dumb fucking move.
Laughable. We send it to each other as jokes some of the time.
The beta male, the male feminist.
A once universally respected visionary. Now, the most divisive figure in gaming.
This is hilarious. I saw this on Reddit.
I'm gonna kill your kid in front of you.
What? Surely that's out of context, right, chat?
How vile.
Turning a game studio.
Dude, Jack was such a cool franchise. Whatever happened to that?
Known for only making classics into one that only makes remasters and these headlines.
This to me does feel actually disrespectful, and I mean that legitimately.
And to think that it all started with an idea he had.
Wait, Naughty Dog doesn't even acknowledge. They don't even acknowledge, like, Jack? Oh my god, or Crash Bandicoot? What happened? Like, even Blizzard, like, don't get me wrong, I don't think they have the rights to it anymore. Oh, okay, well, okay, but that's different then.
That legitimately.
And to think that it all started with an idea he had in college. It's 2004, and Neil needs to pitch a zombie game to the father of zombie movies, George Romero.
We had a school project where we had to pitch game ideas to George Romero.
So the idea was for this kind of the story.
His idea is about a cop protecting a young girl. In the game, the player switches between the two characters to force empathy.
I pitched it to George, and he hated it. So I just sat on it.
After getting a job as a programmer at the game studio Naughty Dog, he continues to work on these ideas in the background.
Okay, looks like a normal guy, seems pretty normal.
Until Naughty Dog promotes Neil, along with Uncharted 2 director Bruce Straley, to direct a new project.
Our task was to reboot Jak and Daxter.
We started to realize that it was not going to do justice to the franchise that the fans had fallen in love with. It would be shifting it so far in a new direction.
I'm like, well, I have this thing I've been working on. What if we try to do this?
Eventually, this turns into a game based on his zombie idea. The old cop becomes a smuggler named Joel, who's tasked with escorting a girl that's immune to the virus named Ellie across the country to people that are working on a cure. Some of Neil's other pitches include Joel being a hardened criminal seeking redemption, a virus that only infects women.
And you found the one girl that it didn't infect, and that was Ellie. And the reason it failed is because
it's too sexist.
It was a misogynistic idea.
No, shut up! That's not planned! That was not planned! I swear to God, I've never seen this before in my life! I swear on my fucking grandma's grave, I swear to God. That was not planned! Oh my fucking God, dude. That was not planned. I didn't think that was real. Can you stop pre-watching? Chat, I don't pre-watch. I make mods watch shit for, like, content so I don't get spoiled. I swear, it's so fucking funny.
A revenge plot where Joel's...
I'm sorry, I can't get over.
old partner Tess hunts him across the country, and a climactic scene where Ellie comes in and saves Joel from being murdered by Tess. The game's director, Bruce Straley, rejects the revenge elements. Quote, "Revenge just wasn't a strong enough motivation for someone to travel all the way across an apocalyptic country for an entire year." At the time, Neil agrees. "I'm pretty dark. I wanted to kill Elena in Uncharted 2. Bruce is the one that would balance me."
This guy's kind of crazy. Bruce is the one that would balance me? Is that the other writer guy?
And push for more levity. The partnership works. It's a delicate tug of war, but the end result is lightning in a bottle.
People are constantly critiquing each other, and that's the culture we...
It's the other director. Okay, so he's keeping him in line. Yeah, sure. I totally respect that kind of dynamic. I think that's actually a really good dynamic. I can name an example. With Trey Parker and Matt Stone. I forget which one is the softer guy, but one of them is like more crude and cruel, and the other one is like a little bit softer and has like a soft spot. And apparently they bounce off each other really well in terms of making episodes and like scripts for because of that. Yeah, Matt's softer. Yeah, I think you're right. I think. Don't quote me. I just don't remember. It was like an interview or something.
Because it helps make the game better, even if sometimes it can be frustrating and hurt your ego, but at the end of the day, it's all about the game.
The game launches in June 2013, and both critics and players are floored.
Making this the 4th game ever to earn my highest rating.
The gameplay's pretty similar to their Uncharted games.
It's like a movie. Actually, my involvement is nothing.
But the story?
Yeah, everybody, you know what's funny? I don't really like games like that. Because it's so, like, hands-off-ish. It's basically a movie.
Is universally praised as a step forward for video games.
Though.
Sarah is dead.
Don't do this to me, baby.
The zombie win.
By the end of the game, players are empathizing so hard, to the point of it almost feeling traumatic.
Could you put your life on the line for me? Could you be the last of us?
And the
She said the line! Soy pog!
ambiguous ending sparks countless debates online.
And so we don't want to come out and say this is what we intend, or this is definitely the answer, because it is open.
Suddenly, Neil gets universally praised as a storytelling genius.
It sticks in your mind even deeper on one level than a great work of literature or a cinematic masterpiece to some extent.
But their success comes with consequences. In 2014, right in the middle of production on Uncharted 4, Amy Hennig, one of the key creative forces behind Uncharted, leaves Naughty Dog under controversial circumstances.
It was very upsetting.
What happened?
Amy had been replaced. I don't know whether this is public knowledge or not, but that was not her choice. It
What happened? That sucks.
was the company's choice.
At the same time, Neil gets promoted to fill Amy's spot and reworks everything.
Is it tough for you to go into the set and work with Neil Druckmann, or
you just have to be professional? And
Oh, that's a really nice way of saying the guy's a dickhead. I know exactly what that means. I've actually given that line at a job before. Like, oh, is this person difficult to work with? And I just said, oh, you know, you have to be professional and be kind and understanding. That's cute. That's such code word for, like, you have to be, like, you have to deal with a dickhead.
try and leave your opinions and resentments outside.
The development crunch is so brutal that nearly
Corporal
70% of designers quit after shipping due to creative burnout. Among them, Bruce Straley, Neil's
Oh no! Hit the guy that kept him in check! No wonder he went crazy!
creative partner and filter for his darker impulses
Oh
is
my
gone.
lord.
As Neil rises in the ranks, he grows more comfortable with confrontation. After getting some backlash for including LGBT content in The Last of Us DLC, he takes to Twitter. For each one of these bigoted and sad posts, I get thousands of positive ones from amazing fans. Some might say arguing on the internet is unprofessional, and
It is very unprofessional. It doesn't make anybody like it.
it could leave you vulnerable to having your personal information stolen. That's why you should be using Surfshark, the sponsor of this video. It keeps your online data safe and private by encrypting your internet activity. Whether you're at home or using public
Son of a
Wi-Fi,
gun.
Surfshark prevents your personal
I got
information
fricked.
from
I got
falling into the
duped.
wrong hands. It also allows you to bypass geo-restrictions and censorship, so that you can access movies, TV, and websites that might normally be blocked in your country. You'd be surprised at just how many movies you're missing out on. Unlike other VPNs, Surfshark allows you to protect it in
My chat wouldn't miss out because they sail the 7 seas. Am I right, fillers?
limited number of devices with
Yeah,
a
we don't
single
miss out on
subscription,
shit,
meaning
huh?
you can protect your phone's computer, tablet, and even smart TV all simultaneously. Surfshark also has a bunch of other helpful tools, like Surfshark Alert, which notifies you immediately if your email, passwords, or credit card information ever appear in a data breach, so you can sleep peacefully. Visit surfshark.com/SirW or enter promo code SirW for 4 months free. Surfshark also offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk in trying it out today. By doing so, you're also helping me make more videos. While arguing with fans might take a toll on Neil, it doesn't affect his standing at Naughty Dog. In fact, in 2017, he's promoted to vice president of the company. Now he has full creative control and a fresh team of developers. It's time to get honest.
The writer's responsibility. You have no social responsibilities in your writing. The only thing you have a responsibility is to tell the truth.
Just in time to start working on their next big project, The Last of Us. Part 2. The whole world applauds.
The guy that was keeping him in check isn't at the job anymore. That's not good, Chad.
However, some fans remain skeptical. Did they even need to make a second game? Wasn't the ambiguous ending part of the point?
And so we don't want to come out and say this is what we intend, or this is definitely the answer, because it is open.
I know there's a lot of people that feel this trepidation about revisiting what that ending means. No one loves these characters more than we do, and we would not do this if we didn't feel like we had the right idea.
Right off the bat, it's clear this is a Neil game. All of Neil's rejected ideas for the first game are back. The revenge...
Oh my god, imagine how much ego this guy has now. I didn't even know that it was written by 2 other people. This actually makes so much sense.
Plot, the switching between characters mechanic, and his idea to kill a main character from Uncharted 2. The extreme crunch is also back.
Where are we on getting physics on these strands?
We are working on it.
So for next time? For next time?
Yes.
They really...
Oh my god, dude. For next time? You better be ready next time!
Released a story trailer and gameplay demo, and the hype train is now at full speed. The visuals are stunning. Every square inch of the world is drenched in detail.
Dude, they did the lips so well.
Yeah, that actually looks...
I'm sorry. If it was a man and a woman kissing and I heard this person say...
in detail.
Dude, they did the lips so well.
If this was a man and a woman kissing, I'd still think this was cringe. That is so fucking weird. Who the fuck says that out loud? What? Oh my god, look at the detail on the lips and the tongue moving. They're devs. I know they're devs, but like that's still fucking weird to me. I don't know.
Yeah, that actually looks really good. Wow. Yeah, how's my tongue going in there? That's actually... That like, seriously, that's really, really good attention to detail. And oh god.
Nevertheless, even with just breadcrumbs, the online debates are already heating up.
There started to be these rumors about the game. False narratives.
Oh, here we go.
The game has homophobic Christians, and that's who you fight. And then there's like a series of like YouTubers and websites that just run with this stuff.
Neil knows the creative choices aren't going to please everybody, but as long as no one inside spoils anything, he thinks the backlash will be manageable.
And I was able to dismiss it, and then the leaks happened.
Oh no. Hold on, give me a second. Joey says, I only want to watch YouTube, but I love your content. I want to see you support you with a lovely live stream day. Thank you! Thank you, Joey. Thank you for the 20 clams, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And then all of a sudden, it's like a flood.
So they had a leak, and then they didn't like that the public didn't like the leaks. And now we're pissed. Maybe don't make bad content? I don't know. This is weird.
With only a couple months until the game's release, someone leaks the biggest spoiler in the game, Joel's death scene in full. Plus the fact that you play as his killer for around half of the game. The YouTube video gets taken down at around 1,000 views, but that's enough. Neil braces for impact.
Just want to say on behalf of everyone at Naughty Dog, a lot of you have sent us very sweet, encouraging messages along that time that have been really helpful. We make this thing.
And that was the lowest point in my life.
Oh my god.
If the leaks are true,
then it's
this
over.
Game can kiss my.
The destruction of several characters that people are very attached to.
And like those voices
so
jumped
sad.
on Joel dying and the fact
Why can't you just admit that you fucked up?
that he played Joel's killer. And in the fact that they said that like Joel's killer is transgender.
If you think that game could be spoiled by a couple screenshots, really?
No matter what you
I remember it, and people were really upset.
seen or heard
After you hear them, you're not going to want to pick up this game.
or read, nothing compared
But it turned out to be true though, wasn't it?
to playing this thing from beginning to end.
Joke throughout production would say is like the downfall of Naughty Dog.
This is it.
This is the downfall. This game is the downfall of Naughty Dog.
The game releases in June 2020, and within hours of the game's
10 out of 10 by all these like look at all these McDonald's workers, bro.
release,
Give me
hundreds
the
of
10 out
negative
of
reviews
10s.
start flooding the game's page.
Naughty Dog just went full The Last Jedi on this one.
Considering the game is supposed to be 20 to 30 hours long, the number of negative reviews raises some eyebrows. In response, some people even publish research articles dedicated to proving it's a coordinated attack. Sony starts allegedly taking down hundreds of reviews.
Wait, how do you have studies for this shit, man?
Attacking gamers again, which, who's surprised? It's kind of funny that they'll delete the negative ones, right? But they won't delete the positive ones.
This guy's really salty that the game didn't go the way he wanted it.
Metacritic also implements a 72-hour waiting period for future reviews. Attacks are
That's fine. I will concede that you can't fucking play a game and then like immediately know everything within like the first 10 hours. But at the same time, if you're 10 hours in and the game sucks, I feel like you can kind of guess that it's gonna suck for the next 10 hours. I don't think it's kind of like chewing a burger. Like you put a burger in your mouth and you take a bite and you're like, ah, fuck, this tastes like shit. And then you take another bite and it still tastes like shit. And then you take another bite and then it tastes like shit. And then some other guy is gonna be like, oh, but this burger, it tastes really good after like the third or fourth bite. But you're like trying to chew it and you're like, but it tastes like shit though. Like, what do you mean?
coming at Neil from all sides.
last
But
bite's
rather than letting
awesome.
it pass over, Neil goes full offense.
And all I'll say is at the end of the day, to all our critics, we listen to that stuff and we digest a lot of it, but you're way less important. And some of you are not important at all when you're kind of shout and threaten and doing all that stuff. It's laughable. We send it to each other as jokes some of the time.
Look, I get it. You love these fictional characters, but they're not real. You do.
Oh no, you did not just pull the you killed one of my favorite characters and you're not allowed to be upset. Do you know what's fucking funny? George R.R. Martin said that he hated writing the Red Wedding because he felt so attached to the characters, but he knew he had to do it anyway. And he knew what the fans would feel like. That's why he did it. And it was very powerful, right? And like, imagine if George R.R. Martin was like, yeah, the Red Wedding was like, it's not that big a deal. Like, I just don't think it's that serious. Like, he never took that stance. He always said that, like, it was part of it and it always hurt him to do it. Or, like, to write the whole thing, right?
You know that, right? Guys, don't be scared of therapy. Think of it like working out for your brain. But soon, bad reviews aren't the only thing on Neil's plate. Some of the more observant fans notice lies in the marketing, mainly that Joel is added in post to make it look like he's a bigger part of the game. They also make him look different.
I don't know why they would do that. Just have scenes in the trailer with Joel in them. That's not hard to do. They went out of their way to cut clips to make it look like Joel is involved in the scene.
Fans call it false advertising.
Yeah, you would do that to try and salvage PR. Yeah.
But Neil says he just didn't want to spoil the surprise.
Metal Gear Solid 2 is one of my favorite games. And I know some people hated it. I loved when I played Metal Gear Solid 2 and I saw those trailers. You were deceived, right? Because they moved boss battles around. You always saw Snake. They never showed you Raiden. And I remember like, I'm playing a whole new character. This is fucking awesome.
However, fans bring up an IGN article from 2018 that quotes Neil as saying Ellie will be the only playable character. To make the situation worse, as the Game Awards approach, when The Last of Us Part 2 is nominated for Game of the Year, Neil tweets, "The Last of Us fans, activate. For every vote you cast for The Last of Us Part 2, a hater loses their caps lock."
It's so condescending. You can't just be humble about it.
This wasn't a good tweet. First of all, it's a very passive-aggressive tweet, particularly with his emoji at the end.
He apologizes, saying it was all a misunderstanding. He doesn't want to come across as someone who dislikes criticism.
My tweet was meant as a joke, RE trolls. Essentially, we're living in his head rent-free.
But none of his former fans buy it. Multiple YouTubers report receiving strikes from Neil over videos critical of the game or the leaks.
Not only did Naughty Dog strike down my YouTube channel along with so many others, they also are responsible.
That is such a red flag for people's insecurities, striking down channels that criticize them.
For my Twitter account being taken down.
Come September 2022, Neil's ongoing battle with fans hasn't died down, and Naughty Dog hasn't announced any new games. Fans are getting impatient.
Uh-oh, no remasters. Boo.
But it gets worse. In 2022, they announced a $70 remake of The Last
Jokes write themselves, I swear.
of Us Part 1. $70? For a remake of a $20 game that's already been remastered.
I'm sorry, what?
Remake of The Last of Us Part 1.
What? I didn't even know that. $20 for... It's the fourth...
$70? For a remake of a $20 game that's already been remastered. Well, at least it's coming to PC. Hopefully the port is okay.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
Players booted up, and it's, well, after over an hour of waiting for it to build shaders, frame rate issues on the most high-end computers, textures not loading properly, and cutscenes where all the characters are wet. How does this one even work?
If you plan on buying The Last of Us 1 remake, you're an idiot. You don't...
Chat, we got ads. We have to run ads, I'm sorry. I'll pause it for a second. Dude, that's so fucking funny. Why is everyone wet? What? The moist of us? Yeah, she's moist, alright. Oh gosh. That just makes me laugh, dude. Someone sent a clip, hold on.
Didn't infect, and that was Ellie. And the reason it failed is because
it's too sexist.
it was a misogynistic idea.
No, shut up! That's not planned! That was not planned! I swear to God, I've never seen this before in my life! I swear on my fucking grandma's grave, I swear to God. That was not planned! I'm sorry, it's just so fucking funny, dude. Is it not good for a storyteller to be so predictable? I've written stories in the past for fun, and I've always thought to myself, I'm like, am I being too predictable? Is this too cringe? Yet these people write stories and they're god-awful. I just don't know how this gets passed off as like content. I just don't know. I don't know how.